G'day footy fans, Jay Ball from Rugby Pass here. We're here at Bottomley Park, the home of the East Tigers. Now the boys from Tigerland last year had a pretty up and down season, plagued by inconsistency and injury, and they have lost their skipper Toby White. That said, they've recruited heavily in the off-season, so let's have a chat to Anthony Cannell, their head coach, and some of their players to see how they're looking for 2018. Cannell and Anthony, you're coming into your third year now here at Tigerland. Are you excited about season 2018?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think we've, the last couple of years have been building years for us. We had a significant number of our experienced blokes retire and move on. So, I think coming into this year, we're starting to see some rewards in our depth, and hopefully we're ready to go.
Since 2015, when you played in the granny against South, there has been a few inconsistencies sort of week in, week out from the Tigers. What are you guys doing to try and eradicate that coming into this season?
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, and that's exactly right. Our last two seasons have been just very inconsistent. Some days we've been, up there with some of the better teams, and other days not even close. So we've worked really hard on our physicality over the pre-season. That was sort of an area we identified that sort of, the bigger, more powerful teams, your Jeeps, your Sunnybanks, the Souths have hurt us in that period. Last year we didn't win a game to either of those in home and away. And we suffered a couple of big scores as well, so that was a big focus.
And you guys, as we said, you guys haven't played finals for the last couple of seasons. Is that your driving factor this year? That's a successful season for you guys?
Oh, absolutely. I think, we'd obviously hopeful that we're in the mix, and if you can be there at the right time. We had our chances last year, really, but come that last 4 rounds, we were just, we were sort of on our way down rather than the other way. So you don't want to limp into finals, you want to make them on your terms and be competitive.
You've got a pretty young squad this year. Are they all that much better for having, a few runs last year when you did have that injury crisis?
Yeah, I think so. I think, as I said, they're young in age, but in experience. Some have played 2 or 3 years now in Premier grade, so they know what it's about. They know, the level they need to be at, and I think that in playing over the last couple of years, they've probably learned, what they need to be doing and how they need to be playing. So I think, whilst in age they're young, we're pretty lucky, I think, with the experience that they've gained over a few years, for sure.
And since your last final series in 2015, there has been some inconsistencies here at Tigerland. Is there anything you guys are doing differently to try and eradicate those issues for 2018?
I think for us it's just about just sticking to our guns and just working on our skill. I think that last year that was probably a major criticism of our game, is just our core skill let us down, I think, at crucial times in games. And then I guess the other thing for us is just closing out games. There was a few games we lost at the death.
And you've lost some big names, Toby White especially, Tim Smith, just to name a few, but you picked up some youngsters. Is there anyone in particular we should maybe keep an eye out for this year?
We picked up Landon Hayes. We got him through, he was playing for the Ipswich Jets in the Q Cup. He actually played at school with me at Ipswich, and then I think he played with Australian schoolboys at school, and he's one to watch this year for us. And then we've got a big bloke at fullback called Shane, who's been playing really well in the trials, so really keen to see what those two can do in our back line.
And outside of winning the granny, what is it that's going to be a successful season for you guys?
Playing finals footy again, so playing top 4 is definitely our goal. I mean, last year we weren't in it, and the year before, sorry. So since 2015 we haven't played finals footy, which is pretty disappointing. So I think that's definitely our minimum goal this year, and then hopefully the grand final if we're good enough.
And you've had some big losses over the off-season, Toby White being a huge one, and Tim Smith himself, but you've picked up a lot of new recruits. Is there anyone in particular you think we should keep an eye out for this season?
Yeah, we've got a nice young 9, Phoenix Hunt, first year out of school. He's been showing some really promising form in the trials. I think keep an eye out for him, because I think he'll go a long way.
And you blooded a lot of youngsters last year due to the injury sort of crisis you guys had here. Do you think that's going to make, them all the better coming into 2018?
Yeah, I think definitely. Probably for the last 2 years, last 2 seasons, we've had heaps of injuries down here. I think we went something through 50 players we rotated through in 2016. So the fact that boys have got time in Premier Grade is going to be a lot better, and we've finally got a core group together, so we can build some continuity, get some shape, get some partnerships, and like everyone's got a relationship in the team now.